Hi guys, welcome to your Aries Astro Reels. I'm super excited to see what's happening for the next 12 signs, starting with Aries, God bless, of course. We're going to be taking a look at the dates of February 15th to February 28th. And gosh, can you feel my excitement? I'm actually really super excited. All right, you guys know how these energies go. They are timeless and signless, so you don't actually have to have any Aries placements or be watching at the time that this video is being published. If it's for you, it's for you. I also want to remind you that I do offer personal services for you. You know exactly the spiel. If you're a longtime viewer, thank you so much. God bless, God bless. You can find all of my stuff, including me, at Etsy. But I would also like to give a little bit of a shout out to Lynette over at Total Divine. All right, so you can find her on Instagram under the profile Total Divine 2021, but over on Etsy, where I purchased these awesome cards, you can find her at TotalDivineProducts. Okay, let me make sure I'm getting that right. Yes, so shout out Lynette. I'll be using her beautiful cards for the duration of 1 minute 11 seconds for the duration of the Astro Reels. But just so you know, we have the Higher Self Oracle deck, Shadow Work Oracle deck. Shout out. You guys know how I get in those shadows. If you've been a client of mine, we get in there. Triggers Oracle deck, which I love. Divine Feminine and boop, Divine Masculine. Are you missing masculine in your life? Just kidding. Everyone's like, what's the number? And Happy Oracle deck. So when we pull those cards, I'm just going to check which deck they belong to based on the back. And then, we'll take it from there. God bless. All right. So jumping in, thanks so much for waiting, guys. Listen, all the while that I was giving all that information, I was hearing library. If you are being called to watch this video, I don't care what your placements are. God bless you. You're amazing. You're being asked to look for a certain book. There's a certain book that's going to be directed to your attention. Notice I said book. That means there's one book. I'm not getting books and this and that. So if you are pouring through a lot of books, do that, of course, but there's one book in particular, and the word that comes along with it is golden. There's a golden book, and I don't mean the little golden books, God bless, unless that's for you. You don't remember those books, but for kids, but maybe if that's it. But there's a golden related book. Somehow golden is related to that, and you're being asked to check it out if this reading is for you or this part of the reading is for you. But let's jump right in. I felt that I needed to check in with the higher levels of this field. I'm really getting a kind of energy. Whatever you were doing up to this moment, I'm feeling So this feels like a cutting off of your resources, a cutting off of your energy. Spirit is asking me to recognize and acknowledge that they understand this was not only a cutting off of your resources or whatever happened, but it's almost like it was major. And they're saying that a Band-Aid won't do. So on the one hand, they're acknowledging, we understand that this is what happened as a result of this action you took. Because remember, a lot of us are moving and walking in alignment with Spirit. And so when Spirit is like, hey, we need you to go in this direction, we really, of course, sit and reflect, work through it, put our heart and mind into it, and then we get into alignment and we take whatever moves. 3 minutes 33 seconds. And sometimes those moves do create a shift in our consciousness and definitely a shift in our energetic field, which means, guess what? A lot of the people, places, things, situations, and ideas, the forms that were plugged into those old energetic structures that you were plugged into or that you had made, right? They're going to fall away. That's when we lose relationships, we lose businesses, we lose homes, we lose contracts, we lose all of that. And I do want to remind you that sometimes you think you did something to cause that to go away, but sometimes it wasn't you at all. There were other forces at work. And by the same token, sometimes you think that person did that, or you were fired, or this, that, and then we look into the higher level of your field, and it was you, your spirit, that introduced that change. And so, of course, the karmic board, for example, which doesn't only dole out negative feeling, debts, it also does credits. But my point is the governing body sees that as your decision. So since we can't really know what's going on down here, stop guilting yourself. Just do your best. And that's why it's best to always put your best foot forward, drop into the heart. Remember what they said, my heart is alive. It is connected to what? The divine heart, right? And my divinely connected heart aligns all of my chakras. And then move in that way. Do your best no matter what happens. Take a pause, reflect, then choose how to respond. That's a far cry different from having something happen to you and then boom, reacting to it. The difference there is one of those actions has consciousness, which allows you, basically you becoming conscious of what happened and how you feel about it, how it's running through your body, energetically what's happening, the shift that is occurring as a result, and then you consciously moving forward with a response. So anyway, I'm not going to beat that horse to death, God bless, because we don't do that here. We just don't do that. We love horses. But also, I only have 15 minutes for this to fit on Instagram, so let's go. Spirit is saying you're going to get a new contract, but you're going to have to walk in faith for a little bit. You may not have the same contract that you had before. For example, if you were working in some field, now you're going to be doing something else, and you will be connected in different ways because it's almost like, see how you are, it's like, look how you are working here with a certain light. You're working, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think and do at the same time, like doing three things in my mind. If you had a contract before, now you have a new contract. You may be doing it on your own for a little bit, but you'll be being overseen, right? So contracts have shifted, right? And yeah, I won't get into a personal story because this isn't the time, because we literally don't have that much time. If it were like a moon reading or something longer, then yeah. But I was going to exemplify how that played out in my life in a way, but there are others of you who it's played out in some other way. Spirit is saying trusting your wisdom is important. Sometimes you didn't go the route that you thought you would be going, because I'm seeing here there's a disconnection from a certain route here, but they're saying it's all the same. It all leads to the same source, right? Let's pull these three cards. Super cute. Turn on your heart light. These two, be supportive and be authentic, actually fell off the table. So I picked them up because we do take jumpers. See, Spirit is saying fell off the table. So maybe there's something in your life that you fell off from, or you joined ranks with something else other than what you were doing. But Spirit is saying that it's okay. We still take everybody. So be supportive and be authentic with whatever it is that you are being led to when you turn on your heart light. Let me go ahead and take a sip here. And I'm seeing the energy of the owl coming up here. There's an owl energy that's being superimposed here. But then I'm also seeing this as the owl over there. So what they're saying is they're going to be sending you messages along the way. You will receive the message is what they're saying. So for example, if you're talking to the great owl in the sky, which is over there, you will still receive messages from the owl. It'll just be on the side of a bus. It'll be somewhere else. It'll be here. It'll be there, right? But it's not like you going your own way or going this separate way takes you out of Owlville, right? You're still receiving it. All roads lead to Rome, and all of the roads are within the area. All right. So Spirit is saying that I was feeling to work with these cards here. Nobody in particular being thought of at this moment. The guides are saying there's no one in particular being thought of in this moment. So if you're like, is Janelle thinking about me? Whoopsies. The answer is no. But at the same time, they did bring this same card out. Is that the same card? Because remember they covered the face? Because I was thinking about a few things, myself included, and another person, and they're like, no. But then they're like, let's pull this card out. Of course, we're going to think about the same people, but no. Imprisonment. So they're saying, so again, don't think about someone in particular, just receive the message. Because if you're thinking about someone in particular, you don't really know if it is... they're saying, yeah, you don't even know if it's for you or for them. So we're just going to trust the messages to come through. Look at this. There's a specific connection or alignment. Remember, at a higher level, we look at the energy dynamics. It would be alignment. Down here, the question is, what does that look like in your life? Oh, relationship, a family relationship, a job, or like those are all connections, unions, all declarations, blah, blah, blah. But here we're seeing an alignment that was not a good fit. Something was making you step out of what you... It's like here, see how she's clothed in all of this purple? And she's with this person. But yet here, when she's connecting with her higher self, she's only got purple around the waist, kind of, right? So it's like doing too much somewhere where you shouldn't have been doing, right? Now, it's hard because sometimes you see how we have the main male here? It's like we have the main male here. So it's like, oh, well, wasn't this the right alignment for me? The question is, if you were not being able to feel like you could be supportive or be authentic in that way, then chances are it wasn't for you. 10 minutes, 11 seconds. We see the court here and we see the lovers. So something came down and created a shift in understanding for you. Now, see, we have mature woman responding to you. Okay, so I was like, wait, is it the same person? Whatever. For some of you, if this makes sense, but either way. So let me, because you know how I like to explain it. Let's talk about this. Spirit, now I'm seeing you, the viewer, falling into a few categories. For some of you, you're the one that this message is like, hey, something it fell out of alignment, whether somebody left you or you left them. Don't worry, this is the path you should be going. Just stay connected with yourself. You're still doing your work, and you stepped into maturity, understanding that a gift was given to you as a result. So you didn't really lose anything, did you? There's the marriage card. Something better is going to come in for you. The other message that what I was reading up until that moment, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, is that some of you may have been the one to have leave something, right? And now you're second guessing yourself. Was it right for me? I feel bad. For some of you, that may have been, there were many reasons, depends on who you are. There are many reasons why that action was taken by you or on your behalf. And they're saying that for you as well, you need to realize that whatever that was for, it created a loving, gift giving situation. Melody is the word I'm getting for the person who you left behind, or the institution, or whatever. Interesting, because I'm seeing, so you who are watching are either the one who left a connection or left something and some collaboration, or you're the one who was left. But either way, the one who was left behind is stepping into higher commitment, higher faith, I'm hearing here. And I'm seeing, and it's funny because I'm seeing the energy of Hathor right there. We were just talking about Hathor. So of course, depending on the goddess Hathor, God bless. So depending on who you are, I'm seeing Cupid is another one for some of you that could represent somebody for you. This energy also, this other person may have tried to still kind of shoot arrows of like, let's get back together, let's connect, or connecting, and it just didn't work with the person who left. And maybe that is for the better, right? I'm getting family breakdown. I'm also getting family heirloom. So for somebody here, there's a family heirloom that's being given unto you. It doesn't have to be this, but I'm also reporting that I'm seeing the energy of, it looks like a horse, but I want to say Pegasus, right? God bless. Could be something else. There are so many heirlooms, right? And look, whatever it is that you, this heirloom or whatever it is, it was given onto you, it's given to you, to the child within you. Let's talk especially about this person who was left behind and is moving into a higher level connection here. The wounding was in the heart, the child, and the gift that came to you as a result from higher bonds. Yeah, okay. Wow, this sorry guys, I'm doing my best here. Higher bonds. There's a gift coming in to you from somebody else. And it's going to be a karmic gift because of this situation where maybe you were left out in the cold, you were abandoned, whatever the kid inside of you, the inner child, all for the babies, God bless, is getting this response here, this help, this guidance, this love. Now, Spirit is saying, because it was a bit of a shock for the inner child. So that's where the karmic board steps in, right? Because we have to make amends. But I'm also seeing this energy this energy who did the leaving, also their spirit giving to this. Last card, pathway forward. Okay, I said last card, but we got to check under the deck, right? Poverty consciousness, 10. Regardless of how you find yourself at this time, Aries, and I really have to go, so this fits on Instagram. Owl energy is showing up for you. You're being led. I'm getting Egyptian energies for you. I'm also being told, no matter how you find yourself, whether you find yourself in riches or rags, you're moving forward 14 minutes, 44 seconds, and that's where you should be. Mwah. Love you. If you want to go deeper, you know where I am. Bye. Oh, I didn't do the cards. All right, next time, but now you know where she is. Bye.